Earlier today, Charleston County leaders discussed funding to help the Sheriff's Office hire and retain employees.
News 2's Kevon Dupree joins us live from the Charleston County Government Building. And Kevon, they had a lot of discussions about raising money to pay higher wages.
Brendan, Carolyn, millions were approved for the Charleston County Sheriff's Office in December, but before the Sheriff's Office saw any of that money, leaders had to figure out where exactly that money would come from. Charleston County Council holding their County Finance Committee meeting to review a number of agenda items. One of the most significant items on Thursday's agenda, Council discussing the allocation of $3.8 million to the Charleston County Sheriff's Office.
As requested by the sheriff, in support of the proposed competitive pay plan to be used to cover any deficits in the event the sheriff spends the entire allocation of her FY 2023 budget.
Sheriff Kristen Graziano asked for the nearly $4 million in December to raise wages and make the agency more competitive in an attempt to attract more deputies and detention center staff. The sheriff's request was approved by council. However, 3 months later, the funds still have not been allocated to the sheriff's office. Despite the delay, Graziano said last week she remains confident council will give CCSO the money after she was reassured by council that the funds are there. On Thursday, the council voted to determine where the $3.8 million would come from.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Nay.
Councilman Joe Boykin strongly supported CCSO's competitive pay plan and talked about Thursday's vote following the meeting.
The sheriff was always going to get the funding she needed because we do support law enforcement. I'm a retired law enforcement officer myself, so I totally understand the issues she's going through right now. All we did is we were just deciding how we were going to allocate the money out of our own funds. So this was never about her not getting the support she needed. This was only about where the county would get those funds and how we would allocate them to her.
And with council approving tonight's vote, $3.8 million has now been allocated to the Charleston County Sheriff's Office. Reporting live in Charleston County, I'm Kevon Dupree. Count on 2.